recording something else since I'm sitting here. Hey, I'm Jaro, and I made some choices in, I think it was, the 9th recording of Disco Elysium that I am curious about how they could have gone differently, right? Okay, so here we are before talking to Claire, and hopefully I did it right and my save is still good after all of that progress. And I just want to know what the sillier things are, I guess. I want to know what's up with it all. I guess I want to... I guess I want to accuse her of having a lost husband.
Me? No, I'm just a working class woman.
Choose a different option with Joyce. I don't think anything...
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much.
I don't think that anything comes of it necessarily, but I want to see. I think I've been playing in a way that's like very afraid of things, and I want to see what all happens. So
It is.
let's
I know you
go
Everyone
through
can see that. The rectangle.
some dialogue once again. Do you need the help of a policeman, ma'am?
What with?
Maybe your husband is missing. Dare
My
I say I'm
husband?
going to find him.
No, he's not.
I'm going to assign you a husband. We're in The Handmaid's Tale. You thought it was Disco
I don't
Elysium.
know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
He's out drinking on the steps just out of your sight, my logic.
Where is this going, officer?
We're going
Yes,
at the
but
speed of light. We can help you
Why
find your
are
missing
we still-
husband.
She has the
We
husband
can
is totally lost.
Say hush, baby.
You should tell her.
I kind of
that
hate
it's-
that we're clicking it.
What?
It's alright not to know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that. Okay, that's fascinating.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
That's fair.
But he is. You can feel it.
Why is Inland Empire
maybe it's
reacting this
something
way? Ask about your missing children.
No, absolutely not.
That's some quick, decisive wording. Where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
We're disturbing the populace in an absurd sort of save. Where are they? Or I police whatever I want. We can claim to be a nanny?
They are
Amuses
not
me.
missing, sir.
Alright.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
Every single thing in your head is saying success on this, but I feel the failure.
What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Why would I get that vibe? They're at home smoking cigarettes. We could say so.
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Shamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway.
Well, that's
They're
sweet.
past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
We could say the danger is greater than ever. But you sounded a little bit, I don't know, amused? No. Comforted? No. Loving? Yeah, that was the one. Thinking about them.
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
Any features that make identifying them a little easier. It would be a little bit funny to find them later.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Well, that's... I don't know, it's interesting to think that she's thinking of a party as being safe.
Did
How
someone
nice.
say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
She's not the only one. We could say I could do with a party, or it's time for an investigation. This is an absurd choices sort of a save. What's
A
up?
killer party? What is it with you and Pulp Staples? My god. Please, no more talk about my daughters. They are fine.
Fascinating. We can ask about the cockatoo. I mean, I already
I don't mean to
know
For what
what's
it's worth, I
up
agree.
with
But cockatoos
the
I don't even have a
cockatoo.
cockatoo. And guess what?
What am I guessing?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
I love how much of an argument this turns into when it's absolutely nothing. Not
Great.
missing. What, I'm
Nothing.
a cockatoo?
Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great
it's
book in the bookstore.
the absurd
Maybe you should.
playthrough, maybe.
What if the cockatoo is your escort captain?
And
Or your heraldic bird?
Wonderful.
sure, you've got it over
the
here
store is
too.
open.
I don't think that watching
Her
does
hands move
anything.
over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Any hints about your work? Any mysteries to dive into? That was interesting. Why not be a little more prying and absurd?
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
I didn't know what it meant the first time, Authority, but I'm back and I'm in a little bubble of a save. I know what it means. Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
What did I crack?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's the husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This is what I'm here for.
There's
To
no
do
need for
this.
champagne when there's honor, recruit. Go and tell the working class woman what you found right now.
We have found your husband. That's what's up. You know, overall, despite not really knowing much about the choices and having a bit of trepidation about it all, it's just a silly thing. Here's a silly thing that's happening. It's silly and good to explore. Try to ignore us, but we're protecting and serving whether you like it or not.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
But you didn't know where he was.
And I specifically added that I didn't need to know where he was.
Well, I'm anticipating your needs before they happen. That's how I'm going to treat all relationships from now on. Found him.
Very well then. Where is he?
He's a random drunk guy.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
He's a
There's
drunk guy.
something else hiding in her voice, though. A trace of worry.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours. This is so presumptuous.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Well, that kind of reveals something about how he might perceive the world, if that's it. What?
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Gosh. I wanted so badly not to bother you, but there's things to be revealed. You do have an alcoholic husband. But is he alright?
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
So, does this affect your perception, Harry, that you can be an alcoholic but also get to be alright?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends.
I straight up thought this option was going to be harassing her beyond belief, but it's humanity. It's...
I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Well, it sounds like he's a little bit missing. How'd you know this, Harry?
There. She's worried now.
I doubted every single one of these little success messages, so what the hell? Do we have a missing persons case?
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Fun.
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
I mean, who knows? We chase down every goofball in town we care about you, or I think missing persons cases are mysterious, or our forces are limited. We can actually find him? Okay, that's absolutely fascinating.
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her face.
What?
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
Okay. I thought this was just the latest in a line of absurd questions. What does he look like, though? We're finding him.
Honestly,
Good Samaritans.
not that different from you.
Are we married? I'm amnesiac. Disco, late stage alcoholic, a cop. These are all very amusing to me.
Thank God, no. It hasn't come down to this yet.
Okay, well, you don't have to say it like that. Well, he resembles.
Well, he's slightly chubby.
Wait, did she just imply that you're fat? You're not fat. The body type she's referring to is called a Franco-Nigerian hard body.
That doesn't sound like a thing, physical instrument. It really doesn't. We can say I'm not chubby and neither is your husband. Or we could... Every amusing option, let's go.
Both share what?
A Franco-Nigerian hard body. Softly round, yet still in shape. Lady Steed. It feels bad to double down sometimes. It feels like I want to say more options, but practically speaking, there's only the one left.
I'm not sure about the rest, but softly round sounds about right. He's not in great shape.
Great.
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
Well, that is a heartfelt and oddly personal detail that I didn't think I was gonna get.
It's his cool jacket.
Aw.
God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Oh my gosh.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear? You can completely sympathize.
That's great.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
I guess. That cool of a jacket, huh?
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
Well, you spoke of him like a little bit harshly, but it seems like you love him a lot.
She's thinking about him out in the cold, in some park, or on the coast. And it's making her more and more worried.
Well, then where'd you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home.
Still yesterday morning. That's a while away, isn't it?
Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Well, sort of a mirror into your own life, isn't it, Harry? I didn't know that this would happen at
She
all.
turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
All right, then.
So you are going to look for him.
It's a world full of strange little missions.
She genuinely wants you to know. Don't make her ask.
It would be really weird to not do that.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
Whoa.
She tries to maintain a brave front, even though her eyes reveal the opposite.
Well, that was strangely in-depth. The initial encounter actually did convince me that any further talking to her would be a form of harassment. But I guess that's social anxiety. That's not
I'm
a
sure he will
investigator's
too.
instinct.
When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
Hey. Wait. First you were saying not to talk to her, and now you're putting your name on it?
I will. Of
Okay.
course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
Huh. Well, that's absolutely fascinating. I might make a little bit of a cut. I was clicking through a bit fast, so I can't even quite remember what I did differently, but there's derealization to be gained in here. I wonder if it's worth going through Joyce's, dialogue options once again, in the main playthrough to root around for things? Guess I'll keep going.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Madame Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Well, I mean, she might be here later and tomorrow, but why not now?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
We can say I'll continue later, but I want to know everything now. But won't I be lazy if I don't do it all now? That's strange phrasing. Which part of your psyche wants that one?
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far. and diligent boys remember where they left off.
That seemed strangely patronizing and or affectionate.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
What times are these, or what is this?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second, you are a moralist.
And then this seems completely useless, practically speaking, but here we are for funny things. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. That makes no sense. Please say that out loud.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint.
Oh, conservatism has its hold on
it
you.
must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
Well, that's a little bit hilarious. I kind of want to know about... What's the ultra-violent option about shooting for 100 million people?
The cold runs down your spine as you say
Whoa.
the words, like a small electric charge that seeks grounding.
I see. 1/10 of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
Who do you talk to, Joyce, that you're unfazed by someone saying that? And we can say at any cost until humanity is free and the age of capital is past, or until the insanity is crushed and Revachol reigns, or until it's all mine, every pigment-drenched black leaf of money, until the middle class, the gentry, and the workers are all gone and the age of man is over. You've got some... This last ambition doesn't seem to align with a recognizable political standpoint that I might expect. We just choose the first
The wind
one.
stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The cold dissipates into your parietal lobe, like a dissolved bullet. All is quiet on the Martinez Inlet.
Anything want to stop me from saying any of that, Kim?
A dog barks.
I guess not.
A gunshot echoes off the walls of some distant building. A woman's voice.
Capital is past.
Oh, shivers. You can have multiple dialogues for this part. Oh,
Past? That's what De Briever, the leader of the Communards, said before she got a bullet in her head. Don't get me wrong.
you sound, I don't know, oddly sympathetic to all of this.
Capital is finished.
Oh,
But understand this. Its end won't free anyone. It will only lead to more suffering.
and then as a liberal, are you saying that there's an imperfect version of capital going on? No true
Opinions
Scotsman?
expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Thanks for the small text, Kim.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
That you were just in the slaughterhouse, right?
My position, ma'am? My parents got raped to
Right.
Understandable.
I guess that's enough
They are
about the
what they are.
times.
Who knows?
And here's the part where she calls herself the vilest of the vile. You could ask what an ultra is, but no, we're not clicking everything, we're just clicking
Yes.
through.
I can see you thought we'd gone extinct.
In her green eyes, you forgive her, but only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I wanted to forgive you again because you're charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
Beneath her waterproof raincoat and silk shirt is a body imbibed in numb 12 perfume. You
And
are suddenly
then here
and
is
immediately
the part
aware of it.
where things are absurd. You couldn't even strike up the courage to ask for money or anything like that, and this seems more extreme. I don't think it happens, but I want to know what the hell is here. Is it catastrophic? You're a main character after all. Are there catastrophic consequences?
Steal, kill, and destroy. That they say we've been doing for over 4 decades now. Perhaps regrettably. I've had my fill for this century.
What? A rolling with it like nothing. Okay, Joyce! That's wild. I'm so curious how the lieutenant interprets that. Like, she rolled with it as part of a quote. As part of like a diatribe mantra sort of catchy sloganeering that you can use. I think Jim Kitsuragi has been near us for long enough that he's like, did you just do something? Am I putting up with a absolutely burdening display of heterosexuality? Is that what's going on here?
In any case, I'm glad we can remain collegial despite my scaly bulk and my perverse need to infiltrate and betray both kingdom and revolution.
Well, that's winner talk, apparently.
Honestly, I may have even preferred it had the communards won. Who knows? They might really have built something better. But they didn't. Because they lost.
I can't... Either it's been, I don't know, in long enough of a week that I can't remember if you said that the first time, but that seems like you're more sympathetic to them than I thought.
When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future.
I guess we'll...
This was all our last
And then the other thing that I wanted to see was whether... Okay, I think I definitely didn't know to take this route when I was trying it the first time. But here we have a little bit of skill points from that Lowdown on reality. Here we have your shirt off. Here we have a level up of physical instrument. Accepting that, a full 8 on physical instrument.
Your race descent has only worsened since the last.
And we try to knock you out again.
Go.
And without the alcohol about it, it's at 83. But it's possible and it succeeds. Sheesh. Every single time.
Just like that.
It's
Instinct took a
absolutely
All
fine.
you
Sorry
need
for
is
the
a
extra
small
brain
piece
damage in a
of
different
direct
timeline.
into-
Here's a spin kick that is absolutely not visible from Everard Claire's little office with no windows. And I guess...
with a dull thump,
Jeez, oh my
like a
god.
broken down puppet of
Okay, we
muscles
don't want to
and
say
sinew.
welcome to
For a
Revenue
moment,
or
he
just
still
Disco
tries to keep his head
Inferno.
up, dazed eyes, as you slam your fist on the button.
Looks like you're the...
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
Just
No
rolling
one
with
is
the
the new
punches
Measurehead.
out here. And then I guess another thing that I'm curious about, since he set himself back up all sturdy and stuff, I didn't get to look in the crate. Do I even need a tool to look in the crate? Well, here's this tool for looking in the crate. Didn't get to look in the crate. Here's this. Did I actually get to look in the crate? And I had forgotten about it. Well, this has been an exercise in memory and alternate possibilities, and I really hope that I can fix my save data with the copy that I made. Hopefully it's all perfectly alright. Alright, this has been fascinating and amusing and more cut than usual. Thanks for watching. Let's